This was quite possibly one of the most undescribable weeks of fishing that I have ever went through. Dude, this could be a 5, I'm not even lying. That could be
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh.
As you guys know, on this channel, I've been searching for that 5-pound bass for I don't even know how long. After countless hours of fishing and many trips out there on the water, I've caught plenty of big bass, but just none quite the caliber that I was looking for. If I'm being honest, guys, I thought the year 2021 was gonna be the year I caught the 5-pounder, because within the first few weeks of open water fishing, I caught a 4-pounder and then a 4-pound 2-ounce bass. Like, I caught 2 fish over 4 pounds, and it wasn't even the spawn yet, so I thought for sure during the spawn that I was gonna get that 5-pounder, but it just didn't happen that year. That 4-pound 2-ounce largemouth ended up being my biggest bass last year. And then 2022, this year, I was like, okay, this has to be the year that I catch that 5-pounder. And honestly, guys, open water started off to be very rough. I think I went out about like a dozen times during open water, and I only successfully caught fish 1 trip during the year, which ended up actually being my PB smallmouth, which was actually insane as well. Just caught my PB smallmouth. Would you look at that, 4 pounds 2 ounces right there, guys. That is just absurd. But it's been a struggle. It's been a lot colder here in Michigan. I was like, when are these fish gonna start pushing up? But honestly, I started to not enjoy filming as much. I don't know what happened, just like the pressure or something just came on me. I was like, okay, I just gotta remember why I started this channel. It was not for the views, not for the subscribers, not for the likes, but just because of my passion for fishing. And in April 23rd, I think it was a Saturday, I went out open water fishing for like the first time, and I don't know how long. I didn't bring my camera or anything, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fish, I'm just gonna have fun. And I ended up actually catching 1 largemouth, and I was like, okay, I actually caught a fish. That's a start. That's pretty dope. And I had a lot of fun that day, but I wasn't done there yet. I still just didn't quite have it in me. I was like, okay, I gotta go out again. And then actually the next day on Sunday, April 24th, I believe it was, I didn't plan on going fishing that day, but my brother Kevin came in the room. As you guys know who Kevin is. He came in my room and was like, hey, do you wanna go fishing? And I was like, well, I mean, I can't really turn down this offer, but I didn't bring my camera, I didn't bring my GoPro or anything. I was like, okay, I don't really want to film. I just want to go out there, enjoy, have a fun time out there on the water, and just be in nature, be with my bro, have a good time, and just enjoy fishing for what it is and for the passion that I have for it. And that day was actually insane. It was the first day it was above 80 all year, and it was like super warm. And I don't know where that weather came from, but it was just such a nice day. And the day started off super great. I think I caught a bass within the first like 5 minutes that I was out there, and in the first 30 minutes I had caught like 5 or 6 bass, and I was just having a great time. I was like, okay, what the heck's going on here? The fish are actually biting. I was having a good time, just enjoying fishing, enjoying God's creation around me, and just being out there in nature is just, it brought back the old me. It was kind of rebirthing the passion that I had inside of me for filming. And I was like, okay, this is great, this is great. The pond we started off at was just, it's usually a numbers pond, and it doesn't really produce much big fish. But the next pond we're going to, as you guys know, Big Bass Pond. I've caught plenty of big bass out of there. My biggest being a 4.2 and a bunch of 3-pounders. So I know that pond has some pretty big fish. But pulling up to that pond, I didn't have much high hopes because the bite was fairly slow throughout the entire year. The water temp is still really cold, so I didn't really expect to catch anything. And I've already been to that pond a few times this year and did not catch anything. But within about 15 minutes of casting there, I hook into a fish. And I just knew it was big, and I was like, holy crap, that's a big fish. And I ended up bringing that fish in. It was 4 pounds 3 ounces. That was my biggest bass that I've ever caught at that pond, and actually my biggest bass I ever caught in Michigan. So that was already a pretty cool accomplishment of itself. And then about, I think it was either the next cast or the cast after that I hook into another bass. And as soon as I set the hook on this fish and it started peeling my drag, I was like, Kevin, I threw Kevin my phone. I was like, start recording. This could be it. This could be it. This is a big fish. And it took a while to reel that fish in, but let me show you guys that catch. Dude, this could be a 5. I'm not even lying. This thing is peeling drag, although I do have 6-pound tests, but that's a big fish. I just caught a 4.3. Already broke my Michigan PB. This just feels like a dead weight. It's all the way out there, man. It's far. But I gotta let him run because it is 6-pound test, so we don't want to snap that line. What is going on, bro? I just want to see this thing. I thought I was hung up.
You're a magic man, what can I say?
I don't know, dude.
How did you just get 2 back to back?
Literally, like, that was the next cast.
huge. Holy.
Dude, that little.
That thing is giant.
Just come here, man. Just don't come off. Just don't come off, dude.
I hope it's not the same thing.
Why do I have 6 pound test of all the days?
At least braid would have been better. The fact that it's fluoro is
That's a big bass, dude.
unfortunate.
Get close enough so I can grab you.
I don't know if that's a 5, but
It's definitely a 4.
same monster.
What is going on? And that was it right there, that fish. That was my new PB. It wasn't quite the 5 pounder I was looking for, but it was 4 pounds, 14 ounces. I couldn't even comprehend what had just happened, because this was the first time like I didn't film my fishing adventures in probably like 4 or 5 years, ever since I started my channel. So everything was going through my head. I was like, yeah, okay. I don't have to worry so much about the camera. I just have to go out there and have fun and just be out there in nature and just fish and remember why I do it in the first place. And then we come to the next Friday. I think it was April 29th. I didn't even plan on fishing that day. I actually was supposed to go into work, but the other busser at the restaurant I work with that works on Saturdays, he had asked me if I could switch shifts with him. He works Friday, I work Saturday. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm down. I'm not doing anything. So sure, that we can do that. It doesn't matter. And it was just a very nice day. I went to watch my cousin play some softball, and as soon as we got back from that, I was like, dude, it's a nice day. Hey, Kevin, you want to go fishing? And he's done with school, so he actually said yes this time, which is a shocker. But I didn't want to just film like a normal fishing video. I was like, okay, I want to do something a little bit cooler, have like a challenge video or something, because I was filming a lot of like just normal fishing videos, and then that kind of gets boring, at least I think. So I was like, we need to spice it up with a little challenge video. So we came up with a cool little roulette video idea where we like spin a wheel and it picks our butt rods and our baits. I'm sorry for spoiling the next video, but it's for a good cause. So I actually landed on an ice fishing rod. So I was out there fishing with an ice fishing rod the whole day, and honestly, it started off to be pretty slow. At the first pond, we didn't really catch much fish. I don't want to spoil too much because that is going to be the next video, I think, or a video in the future. And then we pull up to Big Bass Pond. We were fishing there for about like 25 minutes, and it was like 8:30 at the time. The sun was just setting. My GoPro died, and my camera was at like 10%. And I was like, I stopped filming because I didn't think we were gonna catch anything. It was actually getting pretty cold. But I was flipping with my ice fishing rod. I was flipping right on the shore because there was a bunch of bluegill. I caught a few of them or something. So I was just trying to catch some bluegill with my ice fishing rod. And then I get hit. And I was like, that is not a bluegill. I saw that fish wake out of the water, and I was like, Kevin, grab the camera right now, start recording, this could be it. I was like, this could be it. And let me show you guys that catch. Dude, my GoPro died, so I did not expect this to happen, but I actually have a bass, and it looks like a big one, dude. Holy frick. If I just caught like a freaking, I don't think that's a 5, but.
Dude, that is giant. Holy.
That could be.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Did I just catch a 5 pounder on an ice fishing rod? Look how it bailed. There's no way.
I'm sorry, but I'm like genuinely freaking out right now.
Did I just literally catch a 5 pounder on an ice fishing rod? Like that could be it. That literally could be it.
Oh my gosh, I'm like genuinely freaking out right now.
And as soon as I held up that fish, I was like, that's it. That has to be 5 pounds. There's no way that is not 5 pounds. Just seeing that fish, I've never seen a fish like that before in my life. Well, besides the 6 pounder I saw in Alabama, but that's besides the point. We put that fish on the scale, and seeing that number go to 5 pounds was just unreal.
That's it! Let's go! Yes! Get away!
I just got a 5 pounder on an ice fishing rod. What is wrong? So words cannot describe what had just happened throughout that day. Like, that week was just actually insane. To go from Sunday catching my new PB of 414 to 5 days later catching my new PB again of 5 pounds, mind you, on an ice fishing rod. I just never thought that was the way I was gonna catch it, but I guess fish come in the most unexpected ways. And it all came right when I was like taking a break from YouTube and just trying to just not be on social media as much. And God is just showing me why I fish in the first place. It's just the passion that I have for fishing, and just to show his beautiful creation, the beautiful nature around me, just to share the experiences that I have with you guys is why I fish in the first place. And this week was just a great reminder of that. And I still can't wrap my head around the fact that I just caught a 5 pound bass, And who knows, maybe we're not done here yet. Maybe we're gonna get a bigger one this year. You never know, because actually the spawn hasn't even hit yet. Like, they're not even in pre-spawn yet. If God is feeling gracious enough, he'll bless me with an even bigger bass this season. But just to start off the year basically with 2 PBs, my PB smallmouth, before 14 largemouth and a 5-pound largemouth, is just absurd. And I don't know what to say, guys, but I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. It really means the world to me. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a fat thumbs up. And as always, folks, don't forget why you fish. And why I fish is because my passion, that I absolutely love going out there in nature and just enjoying it all. So as always, folks, fish with passion.